This is it. The night you've been waiting for is almost here.
She's at the White House. Who? Candace Young.
Touch one more drug, one more.
So what do you think?
I can put an end to this madness right now.
Get ready for the season finale Tyler Perry twist that is about to change everything.
I really don't like this dude.
Die!
I want you to stay forever.
All right, have and have not fans, that was the preview for the mid-season finale, even though it says season finale in the trailer, but I don't care to have that discussion for Out of Time next Tuesday. I'm not going to lie, I did get a pretty decent amount of notes. If you don't mind the background noise, I'm trying to adjust my notebook and computer mouse so they don't hit each other when I'm talking, but overall, this was a pretty solid preview. But my main issue is, just so you know, before I go into the screenshots and whatnot, like I usually do, I don't like how this trailer was dark. And by dark, I don't mean cryptic, but I mean literally the lighting in the trailer wasn't as bright as normal. So usually I let you know, hey, I wasn't able to get HD screenshots, so the pictures might look a bit blurry, but they might look off because the trailer was literally darker in tone, like a dark filter. So just keep that in mind. It's not my fault. But I was pissed off that they didn't show the preview right after the episode, but I do think that it was up on YouTube right away, so I will give them credit for that. Because I was mad as I don't know what last night because I was irritable from staying up late. I mean, literally, I was exhausted. Daylight saving time, we all feeling the pressure of that. But then not showing us the trailer made me mad. So next week, when they have the finale, I think it will be a good idea for them to have it right after the episode and then go right into If Loving You Is Wrong. Because what was it? Iyanla Fix My Life, whatever bull crap that was. I don't care about that. Because you need to have that preview on TV so the viewers know when the haves and the have-nots is. And this is if they are showing us that preview. You know, I really hope they do like they did last March when the show came back May 1st. Because if they follow the same formula, the show would be back either April 30th or May the 7th. This is just me theorizing here. But I think that I'm feeling very, very iffy about next week's episode because this week's episode, as well as last week, wasn't that good. I don't think they were good episodes. Minus a few scenes, I don't think they were good episodes. But moving into the preview, I know that's what you're all here for. You're tired of me talking. But it looks like Kyle, the FBI agent that Candace robbed last season, learns that Candace is at the White House. Somebody told me that one of the characters in the preview is from Too Close to Home. I got to double check that. If somebody can let me know in the comment section below, I will probably do a separate video on that because it's actually pretty damn cool. It looks like, you know, even Landon is a bit suspicious because I couldn't catch exactly what he said. I rewatched that scene a bunch of times. I'm referencing the preview we got at the end of the episode during the end credits. It looks like Candace and Charles on one couch, and then right across from them is Landon, and he's like, he's suspicious because he doesn't like this. He said something. It's like, is giving the tour of the White House. Did he say Congresswoman or did he say the name of it? I forgot. I couldn't make out what he said, but basically what they went through in terms of the tour and whatnot wasn't the usual protocol because Landon would know. Remember, he's been Maggie Day's protege for quite some time. So that's an interesting scene. I mean, even when Candace is walking out of her room at the hotel, she is beautiful in that dress, her hair. Landon then, Charles asked, I want you to stay forever. Do you think this is a nod to possibly proposal? But then again, I do think that's a bit extreme because in this episode, he literally was like, boyfriend elect. It's like, oh, boyfriend, huh? So to actually shift gears to engagement is a bit rushed, if you ask me. So hopefully we don't do that. And I am jumping around this preview, but in the final scene right after that, well, actually right before, it looks like Jim is sitting in the living room watching TV and he looks surprised. I think that it might be possible that Jim actually sees on the news that Charles and Candace are at the White House together and Jim will lose his shit. But that leads to another possible theory that I might get into later, because earlier in the trailer, Catherine discovers that her pills were taken by Wyatt. Jim is pissed off, tries to get him to throw up the pills, and it's like, take one more pill and see what happened. And then Wyatt's like, man, I want to shoot you. And then Jim is like, well, yeah, go ahead, Wyatt. Yeah, shoot me. Go ahead and do it. That way you would have completed one task in your miserable life. And then Wyatt like gets up acting like he's holding a gun going, boom, die. That was pretty weird and funny though. But I don't know if this is going to happen though. But do you think Jim will be the one that gets shot? Because think about where Wyatt placed the gun next to the window at the fireplace where you can actually see the living room. I don't know where the TV is in that house. I don't think there was a TV in there, at least in the room where we had David, Veronica, Jim, and Catherine sitting. I don't think a TV was in there. I think there's a TV in the kitchen though. It's like a smaller TV or something like that. So, but it did look like Jim was sitting in like a living room or whatever. So if Jim is like downstairs, I think it's safe to say that when Wyatt goes down to get the gun, he will most likely try to go after Jim first, which will be kind of a throwback to last season, when he was about to crush Jim's head with that statue before Catherine screamed at him to get back to his senses. So Jim might get shot. And that's a big maybe. I don't really know. But it does look like Jim is looking at something on TV that has him surprised. And I think that probably is the fact that Candace is at the White House, because it looks like this scene is taking place at night. Let's see. After that, Veronica's still suspicious, thinking that David, is only using her and is wearing a wire. David tries to reassure her. And then we get a bunch of like crying in this episode too. But, Mitch is on the phone, probably with Benny or his family. I don't know which one, but he's just there. Jeffrey is freaked out by Justin's collage of him with all the photos. Even looks like there's a scene where Jeffrey's trying to walk out, but then Justin breaks a beer bottle. That ain't going to end up too well. And David's on the phone crying as well. And you have to think, what would make David sad at this point? Probably Jeffrey getting hurt, because Madison probably finds out something, or because if Justin wouldn't call David. I think that's safe to say that would not happen. But Madison might call and then say what's going on, because later in the trailer he says, I could put it into this madness right now. I think that's really referencing Justin and Jeffrey rather than Veronica. That's what I think. Then moving on to more crying, Derek is crying. It looks like he's in the kitchen where he's still doing the dishes. If I were to make an assumption, I think he probably overheard everything in the living room, and that's why he's crying. Then later on, Benny's like, I don't trust this dude, and I don't like him. And it's like, well, you don't have to. Well, don't. I think that's what Hannah says. But an interesting scene. Those two of them are alone, and it looks like Hannah is backing away from Derek. So the synopsis is a tattoo says 1,000 words. Candace did name drop the lion tattoo in last night's episode, so you never know. We might actually find out what's going on there. Veronica looks like she's sitting outside. I'm betting that is at maybe her house in the backyard near the pool. I would think that's the case. Maybe after David has left. Boom, boom, bang. I want to stay with you forever. House, Jim, one spits up pills, Landon. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is the trailer breakdown for Out of Time. That is the mid-season finale, even though technically on IMDb that is the season 5 finale, meaning when the show comes back it will be the beginning of season 6, which is 10 episodes according to IMDb. But that's a discussion I don't really give a crap about, because it's kind of funny how they kept saying mid-season finale, but then in the actual trailer it says season finale when Candace is walking up on the screen. So yeah. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on this trailer. Are you excited? What bits are you most excited for next week? I wonder what kind of scheme is being planned at the Oval Office, because once again, the fact that Landon is a bit suspicious lets me know that something's going down, probably with the FBI. But with that being said, subscribe to the channel. It literally does mean a lot to me. It really does. I can't express it enough. It has been quite a day around here, and I'll get into that in another video, but in a good way. It's been a good thing. But yeah, episode review I just recorded before this one. Should have a lot of stuff. Let me look at my list real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I got about 10 videos to record aside from this one. And I think the tattoo is what I'm looking forward to the most next week. The Wyatt shooting someone thing, I really don't care. I really don't. I mean, I just feel like the setup is what's making it so drawn out, but we'll see what actually happens. But with that being said, as always, thanks so much for watching. I really want to get some good comments on this, so let me know your thoughts. And with that being said, maybe the next video I will record is breaking down Hannah and Candace's conversation at the end of last night's episode. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.